name is Kelly, and I was born and raised in Belgium. My mom's American, my dad's German, and for the past 5 years, I've been traveling and moving around different countries. The traveling on my own, what I'd say it did start with flying to the States on our own, even at the age of like 8 as an unaccompanied minor. But when I moved to the States, when my parents, they divorced and my father stayed in Germany, mom moved to the States. And after I moved with her, moved to the East Coast of the United States, and then decided after college that my roots were taking me back to Europe. So I decided to go to Vienna, Austria as an au pair. And since then, I've been traveling, and now I'm back in the States. We were in a small Belgian community. I did go to a Flemish speaking school, but there was American food in the house and American TV, and my grandma would send things like The Golden Girls or Cartoon Network, like things like that to keep us in the loop of the American culture, I suppose. But my view as a girl, even coming back, was just Americans are so friendly. Now, this is West Virginia. It's slow pace, so much nature. It's very different than where I was from in Brussels. So it was just a complete different culture. Now, moving as a teenager, I didn't adapt well. So many people and the cliques like you see on the movies. Unfortunately, I am referring back to the movies on this one. They are very much there, because I do remember in the European schools that they separate it. Now, this was elementary. I don't know. They tend to have sports clubs so that it's very divided. School and academics are divided, yeah, and sports. Whereas the American, they combine it all, which naturally forms groups, which you stay in, of course, if you're, comfortable with something. So I didn't adapt well with that. The culture was too loud and proud and big for me. And I did come from a small little Belgium, and my first opinion and vision of the States was little West Virginia. So it was a huge culture shock for me. So the last place I was a year in New Zealand, and I've maybe been back twice since. And living as an expat, you hear a lot of crap, a lot of hatred, and for a long time I would constantly finding myself defending the States because I am partially American. But then I realized it's not my thing to defend. People have a right to their opinions, and I then go on to asking them about their opinion, how they got it, and that's where the conversation matters to me. If somebody's influential in the sense of they've been there, they've done it, they've experienced it, absolutely I'll listen. I mean, I'll always listen, but I value the opinions that are someone else's.